Yo, what is going on YouTube? So I'm back again with another Traxxas video. And today I got these two guys out. The two-wheel drive Slash and my 4x4 Raptor R. And in this video we're going to talk about a two-wheel drive versus a four-wheel drive model. Which one is a better buy? Well, we're about to find out in this video. And I got my Slash and my Raptor R because the Raptor R is basically a Slash with a extended chassis. So the Raptor R is basically on a 4x4 VXL slash chassis, so just extended. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so now let's talk about a two-wheel drive versus a four-wheel drive model. So on a two-wheel drive, you only have the two rear wheels helping you, which is why your motor is sitting on the back. Compared to a four-wheel drive model, which the motor sits inside the chassis. So yeah, that's the main difference. And overall, a two-wheel drive model isn't going to give you as good handling as on a 4x4, because on a 4x4 you have all four differentials and all four axles moving at the same time, compared to a two-wheel drive which you only have the two rear wheels helping you, rather the front wheels aren't doing anything. So yeah, but on a two-wheel drive it is much cheaper than a four-wheel drive. A four-wheel drive, depending on what kind of Traxxas model you guys get, for example, this two-wheel drive Slash is $239. Obviously it doesn't look like this because I modified it. So yeah, but on a 4x4 model like the Raptor R is $499. So that little price difference, but obviously the Raptor R is a license, so that's why it's so expensive. But yeah, but on a two-wheel drive model, you won't get as good traction, especially if you're driving in the rain, in the mud terrain, or any type of like rough terrain that you guys would go in. A two-wheel drive is not going to get the job done. A 4x4 will get the job done because you have all four axles moving, you have all four tires moving at the same time, so if your rear tires get stuck, your front tire will help you also. Like on a two-wheel drive, that's not the case here. But a two-wheel drive model is also easier to maintain than a four-wheel drive because you have less parts to wear out. Because on the two-wheel drive model, the only part that you're going to have to worry about is probably the rear motor, probably the servo will wear out over time. And yeah, you don't have to worry about much on a two-wheel drive in terms of maintenance. But on a four-wheel drive, you have to worry about an actual drive shaft going out. You have to worry about a front differential, a rear differential. Also your servos may go out over time depending, because on these both models, in the original, they come with the 2075 servo, which has plastic gears, so it does wear out over time. But I did put the metal gears in this 2075 servo for this Raptor R, and I got the 2075X on this Slash two-wheel drive, so I won't have to be afraid of neither of them going out. But on a 4x4, in terms of maintenance, it's going to be more expensive than a two-wheel drive model because you have more parts to wear out. So yeah, two-wheel drive in terms of maintenance, costs, and in terms of like, I don't know, just all-around driving fun, a two-wheel drive model can get that done. But if you're going on rough terrain, you're looking for something that has a little bit more power to go over those rough terrains, then a 4x4 will definitely be the one. Now let's take a look at inside of these both and see how they look like inside. Alright, so as you guys can see inside of both of them, as you can see, the two-wheel drive model looks way more simple than the four-wheel drive model. But let's go over the two-wheel drive model first. So your motor is sitting back here where the transmission area is, and here is your ESC. I got the BO2S system in here. It does not come with the BO2S system, it comes with the XO5, but not with newer Slash, they come with the BO2S and the heavy duty kit too, so I recommend you guys get that. But to know, my Slash that I'm comparing in here is modified. It does not come like this. So yeah, your servo is right here. As you can see under there's your servo horn and everything down there. You have your standard Slash chassis compared to this, which has the extended chassis, but that's not what we're comparing here. And I got these new tires in. Yeah, this thing is basically not stock. So yeah, but on a two-wheel drive model, as you can see, you only have this part to worry about. But on this guy right here, you have to worry about the back part and the front part. As you can see, your motor is not stored on the rear due to it being four-wheel drive. So your motor is actually right here. As you can see, there's your VXL system. There's your ESC. It had a cooling fan on there. But as you can see on the inside, a four-wheel drive model looks more complicated because you have a front differential, which is up here, and a back differential. So you have way more parts to wear out on the four-wheel drive model than a two-wheel drive. But the four-wheel drive model obviously costs more than a two-wheel drive model. As you can see, the front tires kind of roam freely, while the back tires has the actual motor in the back. So yeah, overall, I mean, on the inside, they may look similar, but they're very different because, yeah, this guy doesn't really get the job done when it comes to off-roading because you only have the two rear wheels moving. But on a four-wheel drive model, yeah, you have way more parts to wear out. I mean, like it's just more complicating. So you're looking for something more simpler. A 4x4 ain't gonna do for you. You have to go on a two-wheel drive model. But if you go on a two-wheel drive model, you're sacrificing that off-road, that 4x4, the extra power. So just pay the extra money and get a 4x4 if you can. But if not, if you're just a beginner, a two-wheel drive model would be just fine. So yeah, that is the inside of a two-wheel drive model and a four-wheel drive model. Alright, so now let's go to the reliability of these two. On the two-wheel drive model, as you can see, on the inside it's more simpler, like I said. So cheaper to maintain, cheaper the vehicle is, you know, the lower quality it gets. But on tracks, I don't think that's necessarily true. But on a two-wheel drive model, you can drift, you can have fun with it, rip it up and down the street or blazing fast. So you upgrade the motor and ESC. You know, you can get them to crazy speeds. On a four-wheel drive, also the same. But on a two-wheel drive model, if you gear it up too crazy, and it will flip. So yeah, but on a two-wheel drive model, in terms of reliability, I think the 4x4 is going to take it on the reliability, of course, if everybody knows. Because on a four-wheel drive model, you won't have to be afraid of getting stuck. On a two-wheel drive model, going up, especially if you're going off-road, you're going up a hill, yeah, it doesn't really get the job done. It depends. If it's like deep terrain, then yes, it will get stuck. If it's just like short grass, if it's not that tall of a hill, then it could just make it up fine. But I still recommend the 4x4. Just pay extra $200 and just get the 4x4, whatever model you got right now, and you know you're planning on getting one. So yeah, example, you're gonna get a VXL Slash, which costs like I think $379, which is $380. So this is $500. So just put down the extra money and just already get a 4x4 because it's gonna be better in the long run. So yeah, I still love a two-wheel drive model. I mean, I don't mind both of them. But I just think the 4x4 is going to get the job done a lot more easier than a two-wheel drive model, of course. Yeah, in terms of reliability, yeah, the 4x4 is going to be better. But, you know, that also sacrifices something. You have more parts to wear, like I said, and it's going to be more expensive to fix compared to a two-wheel drive model. So it really comes down to whether people like a two-wheel drive model or a 4x4 model. But in my opinion, I would go for the 4x4 because, you know, since nowadays, I like to rip up some terrain, so definitely a 4x4 model will definitely get the job done. But, you know, a two-wheel drive model still works fine. You can go on grass still. You'll just be slower and probably get stuck. But, yeah, overall, I mean, there's not really much difference between them except for a two-wheel drive and a four-wheel drive and, you know, maintenance price difference. So yeah, overall, that's all about this comparison. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, without further ado, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.